name is Simmons, and most of you know me as a singer-songwriter from Nashville, Tennessee. And I've put out about 7 albums over the past 7 years. And this time I'm trying something different. I'm going to partner with a company called Kickstarter, where I actually take pledges from my supporters and fans, hoping to raise money for the next album. Most of you probably don't know because you've seen my albums come out with other label names on them that I actually pay to record the albums, like most independent artists myself. And then later I license them to indie labels for help with distribution and marketing and promotion. And this time around I'm going to try this way and see if I can actually raise the money ahead of time instead of saving up for years at a time. And most of you probably don't realize this, but that's one of the reasons a lot of independent artists wait so long between releases. It's not because they don't have the material to go back in the studio, it's more that they're waiting to raise the funding. So, as many of you know, there are a lot of songs you probably heard me play at shows before that never made it onto records, and that's because it takes a long time to get the budget up to go back in the studio. This particular record will probably cost me around $8,000 to just do all the recording, mixing, paying the players, all the studio time. Usually there's an extra couple of thousand that you need for any kind of design and manufacturing, but for the Kickstarter project, which I'm going to limit to 2 months, I'm only going to try to raise $5,000 as the minimum. So if I don't raise at least $5,000, I don't get any of the pledges. And I'm hoping to raise more like 8, maybe 10 grand to do the full project, but I figure that 5 grand is enough to get me in the studio and to get started on the project rather than continuing to wait for another possible year. And but the way Kickstarter works is you can look around the site at Kickstarter.com where you're probably watching this video at, and you can see there are other musicians, independent filmmakers, other kinds of artists and projects who are using Kickstarter as well. You pledge however much you want. It could be $1, it could be an unlimited amount, and you'll see gift ideas that I've actually put on the website of what you can get for, say, $50, like an advance signed copy of the CD, or up to private house concerts, or even a day in the studio if you like. And there's no limit on how much we can raise. We just have to raise at least the $5,000 or actually get none of it. So when you make the pledge, they wait to see if the goal's met, and then they use Amazon to collect the money, and then I get in the studio and get started. So anyways, thanks for listening, and if you're somebody that's come to a show over the years or you've bought my records and you're watching this video, I appreciate your support, and hopefully there'll be a new one out sometime this year, and hopefully I'll see you guys out there on the road sometime.